Welcome back to Nature Moment. Are you ready to step into the heart of the greatest migration on Earth? Night falls over the Serengeti, but it's not quiet. Instead, thousands of individuals are huddled together on the vast grasslands, creating a seismic wave of life. Each of their footsteps is a heartbeat of suspense, a challenge hurled at the night that lurks with bloodthirsty predators. This is the Serengeti's sacred land where the greatest migration on Earth begins. Here, millions of tiny creatures must face countless dangers, from hunger and exhaustion to the claws of death. They never stop fighting, constantly pushing past their own limits to survive. Let us know where you're watching this video from on the world map before we dive into the harsh and wild world of the Serengeti. And now the survival race officially begins. The central and western areas of Serengeti National Park feature a unique woodland ecosystem, blending open savanna grasslands seamlessly with sparse forests. This vast area, stretching across thousands of square miles, provides a stable habitat for many non-migratory species, such as giraffes and African elephants. The rich vegetation, including various types of acacia trees and shrubs, not only provides an abundant food source, but also serves as a crucial link in the food chain, from herbivores to top predators, maintaining an important ecological balance. The average annual rainfall ranges from 30 to 40 inches, mostly occurring between November and May, resulting in lush green pastures and an abundant food supply. However, climate change is putting this ecosystem to the test. Rainfall has become unpredictable, and prolonged droughts are forcing animals to travel farther in search of water and food. The pressure to compete for survival is therefore increasing, especially during the dry season when resources are scarce. The fierce herds of wild buffalo fight over the last patches of grass, while giraffes take advantage of their towering height to feed from the highest tree canopies. When daytime temperatures rise, saving energy becomes more challenging than ever. Not only the Serengeti forests, but the changing rainfall patterns have also reached the Mara region, forcing herbivores to quickly adapt to an increasingly harsh and unpredictable world. Amid the wild and rugged landscapes of the Serengeti forests, African elephants stand as a vivid symbol of strength, intelligence, and remarkable adaptability. Standing between 10 and 13 feet tall and weighing up to 13,000 pounds, these kings of the jungle play a vital role in maintaining the region's ecological balance. Over more than 5 million years of evolution, a unique mark has been imprinted on their appearance. Large ears, resembling giant fans, not only help dissipate heat under the harsh sunlight, but also allow them to communicate with each other using low-frequency sound waves. In the harsh tropical climate, herds of elephants travel in small groups, moving through vast forests and grasslands in search of water and food. Especially during the dry season, they use their strength to dig for water from dried-up streams, creating temporary wells that not only provide for themselves, but also help save many other animals in their herd and even other species in the surrounding ecosystem. This is a clear demonstration that elephants are not only powerful creatures, but also exceptional ecological engineers of the Serengeti wilderness. In the heart of the Serengeti, African elephants do more than simply exist. They serve as the engineers of the wild, carving out water pathways and providing precious water sources for countless other species. The vegetation here, with iconic trees such as keo and acacia, serves as the main food source for elephants. Each adult elephant can eat up to 310 pounds of plants every day to maintain its massive strength. But this very foraging behavior creates natural pathways through the dense forest, expands grassland areas, stimulates the regeneration of plants, and provides safe havens for smaller species. In the face of increasingly severe climate change, with unpredictable rainfall and prolonged droughts, elephants are forced to travel farther, leading to intense competition within the wild food chain. However, their role in the ecosystem remains irreplaceable. Elephant dung is not just a waste product, it also serves as a unique natural fertilizer that promotes the growth of vegetation and helps maintain the soil's nutrient balance. Thanks to the constant presence and tireless activity of African elephants, the Serengeti region and the neighboring Mara area have maintained their reputation as the land of abundant wildlife, where the wild remains vibrant, alive, and moves to the rhythm shaped by millions of years of evolution. In the dense grasslands of the Serengeti, beneath the lush canopies of acacia trees, African buffalo, with their sturdy curved horns, stand like warriors guarding the wild. The sturdy, naturally curved horns like helmets symbolize strength and resilience in fierce battles for survival. Wild buffalo are not only resilient warriors, but also exceptional guardians of the ecosystem, always ready to confront predators like lions or hyenas. In a herd of buffalo, the strongest individuals usually stand at the front, forming a living fortress against attacks. When the sun rises high and the intense heat sets in, they seek the shade under large trees to escape the scorching sunlight. When searching for food, water buffalo move in large herds across vast grasslands. In addition to maintaining their diet, they also play an important role in managing the local vegetation. Each buffalo can consume up to 33 pounds of grass per day, helping to control the growth of native plants. Cape buffalo are not only warriors defending the grasslands, but also key players in maintaining ecological balance in the Serengeti. By grazing on grass and shrubs, they create open spaces for smaller plants to grow, encouraging biodiversity. The trails and clearings they create also serve as safe havens for smaller species, contributing to the complexity and diversity of the wild ecosystem. In addition, the African buffalo also plays an important role in the Serengeti food chain. While adults are rarely threatened thanks to their size and strength, the young are frequent targets for predators. It is precisely the diversity and complexity of these relationships that create a vibrant symphony, making the Serengeti one of the world's most legendary wilderness areas. As the dry season sets in, herds of wild buffalo gradually leave their shelters and move toward the last remaining waterholes in the Serengeti forest. Small streams and marshes become vital lifelines for both prey and fierce predators, such as spotted hyenas and lions. In the towering grasslands, the predator hides, silently waiting for the decisive moment to launch into a fierce chase. The air grew stifling with thick, dry dust swirling everywhere, and the heavy, ragged breaths of the pursuers echoing through the wild, turning the swamps into a true battlefield. Here, every creature not only fights to survive, but also helps maintain the delicate balance of the Serengeti ecosystem. But for predators, physical strength alone isn't enough. They also need endurance and adaptability to overcome the harsh challenges in this struggle for survival. Amidst that wild landscape, the spotted hyena masterful survivor stands out with over 22 million years of evolution, becoming a vivid symbol of resilience and adaptation through the ages. They possess powerful jaws, a tight-knit social structure, and flexible hunting strategies, making them true warriors of the grasslands, constantly adapting to survive. During the dry season, when the ground cracks open and rivers gradually dry up, spotted hyenas and other animals like zebras gather around the last remaining waterholes, creating rare opportunities for predators. Every step the hyena takes reflects the confidence of the entire pack. They live in large herds of up to 80 individuals, led by dominant females. Their social structure not only maintains order, but also builds a strong community that is always ready to face constant threats. When hunting, hyenas work together in groups, putting constant pressure on their prey, especially at night when darkness becomes their greatest ally. With a top speed of up to 35 miles per hour, they are tireless hunters, capable of traveling dozens of miles to seize every opportunity. The bite force of a spotted hyena can reach 450 psi, which is strong enough to crush large bones and make use of every bit of meat on its prey's carcass. In addition to being effective hunters, spotted hyenas are also exceptional scavengers, even managing to take food back from lions or other predators, ensuring that nothing goes to waste in their food chain. Each meal of a hyena not only sustains its own life, but also helps maintain the balance of the Serengeti ecosystem. Their every movement in the wild is like a beautiful, harmonious symphony, perfectly in tune with the ever-changing natural rhythm of this land. This is the clearest evidence of the extraordinary survival instincts and remarkable adaptability of spotted hyenas in preserving and sustaining their lives in the wild. With their indomitable spirit, East African lions have become an enduring symbol of survival in the wild. In the Serengeti region, known as one of the most densely populated lion habitats in the world, with about 3,000 individuals, the vast grasslands and open woodlands provide the perfect paradise for them to hunt. The lion, known as the king of predators, has evolved over more than 2 million years to perfect its physique and develop highly effective hunting strategies across vast, sparsely vegetated landscapes that are filled with harsh challenges. Adult lions in the Serengeti are formidable hunters, with impressive-size males, can weigh up to 500 pounds and measure between 8 to 10 feet in length, while females are lighter, weighing between 265 and 400 pounds. The thick mane of a male lion not only serves as a natural suit of armor during battles, but also stands as a symbol of power and dominance, helping them stand out even in the harshest environments. Lions eat about 10 to 15 pounds of meat each day, and instead of chasing their prey relentlessly, they prefer a sophisticated ambush strategy, using sparse trees and open grasslands to approach their prey as unexpectedly as possible. Lions can sprint at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, using ambush tactics combined with their immense muscular strength and sharp teeth to quickly take down large prey such as antelopes and zebras. However, life in the wild is far from easy, as they constantly face fierce competition from spotted hyena social predators that never hesitate to fight for food under any circumstances. This rivalry helps maintain a balanced food chain, ensuring the Serengeti ecosystem remains stable. The East African lion is currently classified as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, due to human expansion and increasing conflicts. The decline of this species not only affects the Serengeti ecosystem, but also threatens the global ecological cycle. More than just a top predator, the lion is a vibrant ecological symbol, testament to the enduring strength and resilience of nature in the Serengeti. And that is the story of lions, the proud kings of the Serengeti plains, symbols of resilience and boundless vitality. Their existence reminds us of the importance of protecting the natural world, where every species plays a unique role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. Remember, every small action we take can make a big difference for our planet. If you love lions and want to keep exploring inspiring stories from Nature Moment, comment the number 2 and join us in spreading the message of conservation to the community. The vast sky and endless forests of the Serengeti are home to the East African cheetah creature, as fast as lightning darting across the grasslands like a brilliant streak before vanishing in the blink of an eye. The vast landscape dotted with tall, sparse grasses is the perfect stage for them to showcase their incredible speed. After more than 3 million years of evolution, the cheetah has become a symbol of speed and remarkable adaptability in this harsh land, accompanying the inspiring stories of the wild. Through a remarkable process of evolution, the sleek body of the African cheetah has become perfectly adapted for speed, with an ideal structure that favors agility over brute strength. Each of their movements is a work of art, full of grace and precision, showcasing the remarkable sophistication of nature. The lives of East African cheetahs are completely different from those of other predators. They don't roar like lions, nor do they live in large packs. Instead, male cheetahs usually form small groups to defend their territory, while female cheetahs raise their cubs alone, teaching them the hunting skills they'll need to survive on their own. When a gentle call echoes across the vast grasslands, it's a subtle sign of connection within the cheetah society. A magical silence that stands in stark contrast to the fierce roars of other powerful predators. As soon as dawn breaks, the cheetahs immediately spring into action. They silently glide through the tall vegetation, stealthily approaching their prey, and in a sudden burst, they sprint at an incredible speed, reaching up to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Each step echoed like the lively beat of a drum. The heart and muscles work in perfect harmony, generating extraordinary power that allows the cheetah to run as fast as the wind. Although cheetahs can reach a top speed of up to 70 miles per hour, they can only maintain this incredible pace for a short distance between 900 and 1,500 feet before needing to stop and recover. Their long tails act like rudders, allowing them to change direction quickly and pursue their prey with pinpoint accuracy. The hunt turned into a tense race against time. When it can no longer maintain its speed or becomes overtaken by exhaustion, the cheetah is forced to abandon the hunt and find a place to rest under the scorching sun of the Serengeti. Although it is the fastest land animal, the cheetah has a relatively slender build, and less muscle mass compared to other big cats. This makes them more likely to lose their prey to lions or hyenas after a successful hunt. This is a heartbreaking aspect, but it also reflects the harshness of nature. The cheetah's call isn't a roar, but rather a series of chirps or purrs similar to those of a house cat, which is quite surprising for such a large predator. However, thanks to their agility and refined hunting skills, every chase remains an impressive and thrilling display. This is the story of the cheetah, an extraordinary creature in the heart of the Serengeti. Their existence reminds us of the value of adaptation and how life always finds a way to thrive, even under the harshest conditions. From their incredible speed to their loving instinct to care for their young cheetahs, teach us that true strength lies not only in muscle, but also in intelligence and perseverance. Cherish every moment you get to witness this wild beauty, because each individual and every species is an indispensable part of the tapestry of life. Their relentless struggle for survival is a profound lesson about the value of effort and an indomitable will to live. Under the scorching sun, white-headed vultures soar through the sky, their sharp eyes scanning for carcasses from miles away. As natural scavengers, they are often the first to arrive at nature's feast, swooping in to devour the soft parts before other predators show up. With exceptional vision that allows them to spot objects over 6 miles away during the day and strong, broad wings, white-headed vultures soar across the savannah in search of food, relying on their remarkable eyesight. Meanwhile, the Rupel's vulture, like a silent guardian of the sky, takes advantage of the stillness of the highlands to move efficiently. With their unique lung structure, they can fly at record-breaking altitudes, surpassing most other birds in this wilderness, expanding their hunting range and maintaining their vital role in the wild food chain. At an astonishing altitude of 36,000 feet, the Rupel's vulture proudly holds the title of the highest flying bird in the world. Rupel's vultures usually gather around animal carcasses and rarely hunt smaller animals like field mice. This social behavior not only helps us optimize our ability to find food, but also increases our chances of survival in harsh environments where food is scarce. The unity and collective strength shown when sharing food made the most of every precious and challenging resource. However, this magnificent vulture species is facing the risk of extinction, threatened by illegal hunting and habitat loss. Active conservation programs, such as population monitoring and limiting the use of harmful chemicals, are being implemented to create a safe haven for this rare bird species and the vast African ecosystem they help sustain. Right next to it, In the heart of the vast Serengeti ecosystem, massive granite boulders rise silently, like resilient oases amid the endless sea of savanna grass. Formed millions of years ago, these ancient rocks rise from the earth as witnesses to the passage of time, reaching heights from several yards to hundreds of yards. In the majestic landscape of the Serengeti, the leopard, the master of stealthy hunting, skillfully takes advantage of natural crevices and caves to escape the scorching daytime sun, choosing the cover of night to strike at its prey. The Kopje rocks are not just simple shelters. They also serve as strategic lookout points where leopards can observe their prey from a distance and stay safe from lurking dangers. Predatory skills honed over millions of years of evolution have made the leopard one of the most formidable hunters in the cat family. Their powerful bodies, measuring between 5 and over 6.5 feet long and weighing from 100 to 200 pounds, are a remarkable example of adaptation. The light yellow fur with black spots allows them to blend in perfectly with the rocks and bushes in the area. As a solitary predator, the leopard embodies the art of stealth, silently stalking its prey to launch a swift and precise attack at the very moment when the target is most vulnerable. Here, giraffes also take center stage in the wild, as they mainly feed on acacia leaves and tall shrubs, an abundant source of nutrition for their massive bodies. Their exceptional height gives giraffes a significant advantage, allowing them to have a wide field of view, spot predators from a distance, and increase their chances of survival in a challenging environment. Their long, strong hind legs allow them to stride easily across muddy wetlands. Their powerful kicks can inflict serious injuries on enemies, serving as an effective natural shield against potential threats. When the rainy season arrives and the wetlands are teeming with life, the Maasai community witnesses the vibrant spectacle of these legendary animals blending into the endless rhythm of nature. In the vast wetlands of the Serengeti, giraffes are not only symbols of wild beauty, but also remarkable nurturers. Lush marshlands, with their dense vegetation, provide an ideal environment for mother deer to safely give birth and protect their fawns from predators. The amazing thing is that right after birth, calves are able to stand up and follow their mothers everywhere, a crucial survival skill that increases their chances of making it in these challenging natural conditions. Not only a place of shelter, the Serengeti wetlands are also a vibrant center of biodiversity, where tall plants like shrubs and dense grasslands come together to create safe havens for large animals, protecting them from predators. The vibrant ecological landscape here reflects the prosperity of the Serengeti and its enduring vitality, which maintains the natural balance even after many harsh, dry seasons. In the swamp area, giraffes find plenty of water and don't have to travel as far as they would in harsher regions. But perhaps the true silent rulers of this swamp are the giant hippos. When the fields are flooded, you can easily spot them lying stretched out in the calm water, where all their needs for survival are effortlessly met. With its large body, measuring between 10 and 16 feet long and weighing up to 4,400 pounds, the hippopotamus is one of the most powerful animals in this ecosystem. They spend most of the day submerged in fresh water, with only their eyes and ears above the surface to keep watch on their surroundings. Swamp water not only helps hippos cool down, but also acts like an umbrella, shielding them from the harsh sunlight. Their thick skin secretes a red, blood-like mucus that acts as a natural sunscreen and also has excellent antibacterial properties. At night, when darkness falls, the hippos slowly leave the cool water with their herd and head to the shore in search of food, mainly fresh grass and shrubs, an essential source of nutrients that helps them stay healthy in the harsh environment here. On average, each group of hippos consumes up to 80 pounds of grass every night, but they only move around late at night, when other animals have already settled down. This nocturnal lifestyle not only reduces competition for food, but also helps conserve energy under the intense tropical sun of the Serengeti. The power of a hippopotamus is truly astonishing, with jaws capable of generating a bite force of up to 1,800 pounds per square inch, enough to intimidate any intruder who dares to set foot in their territory. Their long, sharp canine teeth, which can reach up to 16 inches, are not only powerful defensive weapons, but also tools for asserting dominance within hippopotamus society. Hippos live in herds of 10 to 30 individuals, forming a tight social structure where the dominant males control access to water sources and protect the females from external threats. It can be said that in the mysterious world of the Serengeti swamps, hippos are not only the silent rulers, but also the center of a complex and powerful society, playing a vital role in sustaining life and maintaining the natural balance of this pristine wetland. Not only are they symbols of physical dominance, but the giant animals of the Serengeti plains also play a vital role in the region's diverse ecosystem. When they skillfully create pathways across shallow streams, these natural trails not only make it easier for smaller species to move around, but also promote the continuity and growth of life throughout the vast wetland environment. The western corridor of the Serengeti along the Grumeti River is truly a vital lifeline, where vast grasslands blend with sparse woodlands and flooded marshes, creating a rich ecosystem during the dry season. This area receives an annual rainfall ranging from 20 to 30 inches, with 2 short rainy periods in November and a longer rainy season from March to May, which helps rejuvenate the soil and maintain lush vegetation. This is a precious water source for wildlife on their long migration journeys, serving as an essential stopover amid the harsh conditions of the tropical desert. However, when looking down at the calm waters of the swamp, one cannot help but mention one of the most fearsome predators of all, the Nile crocodile. With a length of up to 18 feet and weighing around 1,540 pounds, this giant reptile is one of the most formidable predators on the planet. As masters of the art of ambush, Nile crocodiles often lie perfectly still, waiting for the precise moment to strike, especially during migration season. When millions of wild animals like wildebeests and zebras cross the river, these predators immediately spring into action using their sharp teeth and a bite force of up to 5,000 pounds per square inch, number far surpassing that of other large predators, to take down smaller prey in a single snap. For larger prey, they use a deadly underwater spinning technique known as the death roll to tear their catch into pieces, and they often share the hunt with other nearby crocodiles. The Great Migration is not only a perilous journey, but also a breathtaking display of nature. Herds of giant animals move toward the Promised Land, a place where lush green fields and refreshing rain await them. The Western Migration Route, where rivers meet riverside forests and vast floodplains, is truly a natural feast adorned with lush green vegetation. This is a temporary refuge that meets the survival needs of thousands of wild species, especially zebras and other large herbivores. When the rainy season ends in May, the migration begins with the march toward the Grumeti River. Herds of animals gather along the riverbank, where the steady moisture sustains lush grasslands and nourishing shrubs, creating a rich feast for herbivores. By June, herds of wild animals gather along the riverbank, searching for temporary shelter. But crossing the river was not just a test of physical strength, it was also a harsh test of survival. Weak or unlucky individuals easily become prey for aquatic predators, especially the notorious and cunning Nile crocodile. The Great Migration, where life and death intertwine to create nature's magnificent symphony. Witnessing this harsh struggle for survival, we realize that every living creature, whether strong or weak, has its own role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. The greatest lesson that nature gives us is not just about its harshness, but also about resilience, unity, and the extraordinary ability of all living things to adapt. Let us join together to cherish and protect these everlasting values, so that future generations can continue to admire the beauty and learn valuable lessons from the wild. The world of the wild is a place where a delicate balance between life and death always exists here. Every movement is filled with fascinating and astonishing stories of survival. When the dry season arrives, the depletion of water sources pushes many wild animals to the limits of their endurance, making their journey more grueling than ever before. But migration is not simply a survival instinct. It is also a dance intertwined with the rhythm of the ecosystem, a collective movement that is both harmonious and intricate. Large herds of animals form a sturdy natural barrier, protecting each other from dangerous predators such as African lions, cheetahs, and striped hyenas. This unity not only ensures absolute safety, but also expands the ability to search for and share abundant resources along the Western Corridor, making it easier for the herd to overcome dangerous challenges. On that journey, death is not the end, but the beginning of new life. Animal carcasses drifting along the rivers provide a valuable food source for crocodiles and scavenger birds, playing a crucial role in maintaining the large-scale ecological cycle in the Serengeti River area. It is precisely this cycle of life and death that sustains and nurtures existence in the wild, creating the wondrous tapestry of biodiversity that nature has bestowed upon us. Which animal in the Serengeti impressed you the most? Please leave your comments below and join us in protecting the Serengeti so that these epic tales of survival can endure for generations to come. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss out on more amazing nature adventures with Nature Moment. And in the misty depths of the ancient Congo rainforest, the deep, steady breathing of gorillas blends with the gentle rustling of leaves and trees, like a whisper from the dawn of life. From the clear waters of the Nile River to the blazing savannas, every region here tells a story of restraint. A place where all living things survive not through ambition, but through balance and sharing. No one takes more than they need, and that's exactly what has made Africa sustainable through millions of years of evolution. But above all, this is a journey for you to listen to a quiet question. Can we truly live fully? Just as nature itself does. Before we begin our journey, please share where you're following along from, so we know that, even though we may be half a world apart, our love for nature can still beat as one. When the rains arrive, it's as if all of Africa comes alive. The desert bursts into vibrant blooms. The grasslands overflow with life. And in that setting, every creature joins together in a symphony of abundance. But surprisingly, they didn't take too much, just enough. So the land stayed healthy. Season. We will follow in the footsteps of the mighty wildebeest herds on their migration across the Serengeti, visit the sun-drenched wetlands of the Okavango, and venture deep into the ancient forests of the Congo to discover evidence of the rich biodiversity preserved through restraint. In the legendary Serengeti, more than 1.5 million wildebeests move together as if performing a symphony of life. They leisurely graze on the grass, never destroying the vegetation, but skillfully leaving spaces for the prairie to recover. A migratory dance that is both wild and perfectly in tune with nature. A 2023 study demonstrated that this migration not only benefits the antelope herds themselves, but also helps maintain the sustainability of the topsoil, prevents erosion, and supports the lives of countless other species. In the Okavango wetlands, elephants skillfully create water channels, sharing the precious water supply with antelopes and birds. Rhinos, even though they are threatened by poaching, still graze carefully, helping to preserve the diverse plant life on the grasslands. A 2024 report from The Guardian brought a ray of hope, stating that community protection teams in Namibia have helped increase the rhino population by 12% since 2020. In the vast Congo rainforest, a treasure trove of nature teeming with countless species, kingfishers soar over crystal-clear streams, while groups of gorillas leisurely enjoy their meals beneath the lush green canopy. However, that splendor is under serious threat as the rainforest is continuously destroyed by deforestation, hunting, and climate change. Since 1970, the Congo rainforest has lost an average of 1.24 million acres of trees each year due to illegal logging and other threats. The Okavango's lifeblood is also dwindling as temperatures rise, disrupting the region's once predictable flood cycle. In the Serengeti, migration corridors for wildebeest have shrunk by as much as 20% in just the past decade. But instead of merely serving as warning signs, these animals are actually great teachers, showing us that true prosperity can only exist when we practice moderation and respect boundaries. Amid those tough challenges, hope still remains. In Botswana, anti-poaching teams have reduced illegal hunting incidents by up to 60% since 2020, saving many precious lives. In Congo, thanks to the global reforestation program, 2024 saw 25,000 acres of new land become habitat for gorillas. These successes are not only proof of the ability to regenerate, but also a reflection of the principle of moderation in nature. If people could learn and appreciate the concept of enough, like wild animals do, could we join hands to protect our planet? So what would happen if we truly knew how to live with just enough? What if we protected our natural wealth as fiercely as elephants show gentleness, or as resiliently as wildebeests travel thousands of miles? Follow the relentless migration of wildebeests and the gentle strength of elephant herds to truly appreciate the resilience of nature. It is their lessons that will inspire us to take action, to join in protecting and preserving this precious world, a place where the heartbeat of Mother Earth still echoes through every season across extraordinary Africa. The quiet strength of gorillas will find a path illuminated by their own lives. This journey is like a hymn celebrating the magnificent beauty of Africa, while also echoing a heartfelt call to protect this land. When the rains fall, awakening the earth and sky, we are called to ensure that this season of abundance will continue to thrive. Africa's Serengeti is a land where abundance is woven into an eternal epic. As the rain clouds gradually disappear, the grasslands spread out in a brilliant golden hue beneath the vast sky, so expansive it fills the soul with awe. Here, life flourishes in delicate harmony as the heartbeat of the earth and sky synchronizes with the footsteps of millions of creatures in constant motion. This is not just a journey. It is the awe-inspiring force of nature, the vibrant heartbeat of the Serengeti, bringing about a profound transformation to this land. With over 1.5 million individuals, the herds move like an unending tide, carving deep paths across the vast landscape. The pounding of hooves against the ground leaves deep scars on the prairie. Yet those very footsteps also help shape its vibrant landscape. Each time the soil is tilled or the grass is grazed, it is done in perfect balance. Never too much, never too little. The grass is grazed just enough to spring back with new vitality, starting a sustainable growth cycle for the next season. This isn't chaotic destruction. It's a symphony of restraint, where every step and every hoofbeat helps maintain that delicate balance, enriching the land for the animals that follow. Amid the sea of migrants, a young antelope stood quietly at the edge of the vast scene. His legs still trembling and not yet a month old, the little boy clung closely to his mother, his wide eyes filled with wonder at the vast world around him. The herd of antelopes moves as one, bound together by ancestral memories etched deep in their blood, searching for lush green pastures brought to life by passing rain showers. Their grazing is very intentional. They never eat everything down to bare ground. They always leave behind a trace of life. Following every step, dung beetles tirelessly clean the soil, vultures circle overhead, and the land becomes more fertile thanks to the presence of the antelope herd. A study conducted in 2023 found that the migration of wildebeests actually helps prevent overgrazing, preserves soil fertility, and maintains balance to support a diverse ecological network. This act of moderation, taking only what is necessary to sustain the journey, has become a valuable lesson in how people can learn to protect the environment around them. In the wild, where life and death are constantly intertwined, the herd of wildebeest, a vivid symbol of nature's profound wisdom, is facing its most severe survival challenge yet. The powerful Mara River, with its swift currents, can suddenly turn into a scene of terror, hiding dangerous predators beneath its surface. Beneath the murky water, crocodiles with perfectly camouflaged bodies and razor-sharp teeth lie in wait, ready to strike at any moment. For wildebeests, crossing the river is not simply a migration. It is a grueling survival test that challenges the willpower and endurance of every individual in the herd. As the young antelope hesitated by the riverbank, its small legs wobbling, unable to keep up with the herd's pace, the mother patiently nudged it with her nose, encouraging her baby to overcome its fear and move forward. And then, like a tidal wave of life, thousands of antelopes sprang from the riverbank, plunging into the rushing waters and creating a chaotic, dramatic spectacle. Surprisingly, the little goat was swept away by the swirling current, and its tiny cries were drowned out by the river's deafening roar. In this fragile moment, the young antelope's life hangs by a thread between life and death, as the river relentlessly challenges any brave creature that dares to cross. The river crossing is not just a perilous journey, but also the origin of prosperity and growth across the vast grassland. Wildebeests bring life to the grasslands by spreading new seeds through their droppings, enriching the soil and keeping the grass healthy by grazing without over-consuming it. This ensures that the grassland ecosystem develops in a balanced and sustainable way over time. This symbiotic relationship not only benefits the antelope herds, but also creates a valuable habitat for zebras, antelopes, and even predators. However, that harmony is under serious threat, as human-made barriers are choking off the herd's traditional migration routes. A recent study by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has warned that fences and farms are dividing the ancient migration routes that animals once traveled freely, gradually disrupting the natural rhythms of wildlife in the Serengeti and threatening a life cycle that has existed for thousands of years. Even though it was soaked and exhausted, the brave little goat still managed to climb up the opposite bank. The gentle encouragement from its mother symbolizes a quiet yet deeply meaningful victory over nature's unexpected challenge. The herd of antelopes kept moving forward, their hooves pounding the ground like a powerful drumbeat of life, a testament to strength and unyielding spirit. They are not simply beings striving for survival, but also guardians of nature. A life in harmony with the limits of the land teaches us a valuable lesson. Wealth is not a given, but a responsibility to preserve and respect. What impressed you the most about this breathtaking river crossing journey? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's join nature moment as we continue to uncover fascinating, never-before-told stories in the Serengeti. Today, in the sun-drenched heart of the Serengeti, wildlife continues to unfold like a primal ballet. A dance between predator and prey. Here, the cheetah, a swift and graceful animal, and its cubs continue the age-old tradition of living in harmony with the vast wilderness. It's not just a story of survival, it's also a symbol of the delicacy, balance, and timeless beauty of nature that we need to protect and cherish. Weaving through the towering grass, the faint spots on its coat fading in the gentle dawn light, the leopard's amber eyes swept across the savannah like a razor-sharp blade, slicing through the open air. That's not insatiable greed. It's a survival instinct, a sacred duty of a mother to nurture her offspring in this vast and abundant land. With wise restraint, the leopard skillfully selects its prey, like a master who knows how to maintain balance between giving and receiving. The savannah, a lush, vibrant land, is not only the stage for thrilling hunts, but also a battleground of relentless competition and constant challenges. Muscles taut like drawn strings, the mother leopard crouched low to the ground, her breathing so gentle it barely stirred the fresh air. Not far away, an antelope was gracefully grazing, completely unaware of the danger lurking nearby. The leopard cubs gather around their mother, their eyes fixed intently on her every move, learning and experiencing firsthand the harsh realities of nature. Suddenly, the mother sprang forward with lightning speed, covering nearly 200 feet in just a single heartbeat. The antelope bolted in panic, but the cheetah was a step faster. Its sharp claws gripped the prey tightly, which was suddenly overpowered. A decisive takedown brought the antelope to the ground, ending its life in a split second. But surprisingly, the mother leopard didn't attack any further or show unnecessary cruelty. She left the remaining antelopes to graze peacefully, as if following a life philosophy, knowing when to stop, knowing when to spare. This is not just an act of survival, but also a conscious decision to maintain the delicate ecological balance of the savannah. A 2024 study by WWF shows that predators like cheetahs play a crucial role in shaping ecosystems. By removing weaker individuals, they strengthen the population and help maintain the long-term balance of the grassland. However, that restraint requires silent sacrifice, as the young cubs still have to rely on their mother's hunting skills. The mother leopard dragged her prey into the shade of an acacia tree, getting ready for a meal, when suddenly the air was shattered by the thunderous roar of a lion. The mighty rulers of the savannah often steal hunting opportunities from cheetahs. The mother let out furious, piercing whistles, her fur bristling, but the lion's massive body made the space feel stifling, leaving no room for an even confrontation. With a pained and regretful look at the fallen prey, the mother leopard had no choice but to retreat, quietly leading her cubs away from the battlefield, their empty stomachs marking yet another day of hunger. That moment of sacrifice is a testament to the delicate balance between power and discipline in cheetahs. The leopard is fully capable of continuing the hunt, but she doesn't do so. The energy required for another chase could leave her exhausted and vulnerable to becoming prey herself. Instead, she conserved her energy, a precious resource reserved for tougher days. This careful selection ensures a steady food supply for future hunts and helps maintain the complex ecosystem that is home not only to cheetahs, but also to hyenas, leopards, and a wide variety of other predators across the Serengeti. However, the story of the cheetah also serves as evidence of uncertainty and survival in today's world. Although it conveys a profound message about the wisdom of knowing contentment, the cheetah is on the brink of extinction. Since 2000, 30% of their habitat has been lost due to ongoing environmental destruction caused by humans. This is a powerful wake-up call that demands urgent attention and decisive action to protect the world's wildlife icons from the very real threat of extinction. The number of wild cheetahs has dropped to fewer than 7,000 individuals, a stark warning that highlights just how fragile the existence of this majestic predator has become in the face of escalating human-wildlife conflict and increasing poaching. Each of those little ones carries on their shoulders not only the responsibility of survival, but also the duty to protect the precious heritage of a wild world that is gradually disappearing. As the sun slowly sets over the vast Serengeti plains, the mother cheetah quietly leads her tired cubs to a nearby anthill, a place where they can rest for a while. Even though hunger still gnaws at their stomachs, they hold on to a glimmer of hope, because with each sunrise comes another chance to survive. In that peaceful space, the mother embodies the essence of wild life. a life in harmony with the natural cycle, where abundance and restraint are two sides of the same coin. As dusk settles over the wide fields, the lesson from the cheetah becomes vivid. Her life is a masterclass in balance. That lesson is not just for the residents of the Serengeti. It powerfully resonates with all of us. In a world full of resources, true survival skills aren't about taking everything you can, but about knowing when to stop. The journey of the cheetah is a profound reminder that, in order to achieve sustainable development, humans must also learn to master themselves, respect their own limitations, and show compassion toward nature. The leopard didn't attack any further because she understood. Restraint is the only way to survive for a long time. If even a predator like a cheetah knows when to stop, then humans, with all our reason, should all the more learn to control our greed. Because life does not require us to possess everything, but invites us to share a part. And perhaps it is in what we choose not to take away that the world truly has a chance to be reborn. In the wild, the key to abundance isn't about taking, but about the way we give back. And it is this very balance that keeps the cycle of the Serengeti flowing smoothly, sustained by wisdom and an understanding of abundance. In the Okavango Delta in Africa, abundance flows like a vast river. The annual floods have become a vital source of life in the midst of the dry land. Here, elephants and rhinos, the continent's two giant guardians, move with grace, showcasing their strength in perfect harmony with nature. Amid this vibrant wilderness, a matriarch elephant exudes a unique sense of majesty as she leads her herd across winding, mysterious streams. Her ivory tusk, worn smooth over the years, seems to be imbued with stories passed down through generations. Her steps are slow and heavy, each one a symbol of wisdom forged over time. She used her trunk to draw precious water from deep underground, took small sips, and then shared the abundance with the entire herd. That is the philosophy of contentment, written through the steady footsteps of a mother who leads. The herd of elephants entwined their trunks, each sip of water becoming a sacred bond connecting humans with nature. A baby elephant, just 1 year old, is frolicking in the shallow water. This is more than just play. It's a story of life, continuously being carried on. That scene reminds us of the preciousness of every moment and every form of existence within the vast ecosystem that we all share the responsibility to protect. The excited elephants splashing water everywhere are not just consumers of resources, they are also remarkable creators of life in the wild. When they use their trunks to dig up land and create large, deep lakes, they unintentionally turn these places into paradises for fish, alligators, and white herons, the native residents of the wetlands. A study published in 2024 revealed that water channels dug by elephants can increase the biodiversity of swamps by up to 25%, helping to sustain life even when the rainy season disappears. The alertness and self-control of the lead elephant are crucial for survival. It knows when to leave before the waterhole dries up, ensuring that the heart of the Okavango Delta keeps beating strong. When the herd of elephants leaves the swampy area in search of new resting grounds and water sources, the land has a chance to regenerate, bringing new life to thousands of other species that depend on this fertile region. This shows that the role of elephants goes beyond simply creating water sources. They also instinctively avoid over-interaction, demonstrating a profound natural conservation instinct. This contributes to maintaining an incredibly rich ecosystem, supporting everything from tiny insects to the largest mammals. Not far from the herd of elephants, a rhinoceros is leisurely grazing in the late afternoon sunlight. Reflecting light off its horn, the rhinoceros displays a calm and resilient demeanor. Unlike destructive animals, rhinos are very mindful grazers. They only trim low shrubs to help the grass grow, which in turn provides an abundant food source for smaller herbivores like impalas. The rhinoceros, despite its massive and imposing size, also plays a vital role in maintaining ecological balance across this vast land. However, the existence of rhinos is facing a life or death challenge due to human greed. Across the African continent, only about 27,000 rhinos remain scattered throughout the region, making them a symbol of the fight against poaching. Even so, in Botswana, a story of hope is being written. Thanks to the collaboration between community organizations and international support, anti-poaching patrols have decreased by 60% since 2020, offering a glimmer of hope for the survival of this precious rhinoceros species. The herd of elephants, led by the matriarch, continued their journey across the marshlands, leaving the waterhole untouched for other species to use. The little baby elephant follows closely behind its mother, tired yet safe. This image is a powerful symbol of the strong bond between mother and child, and it also serves as a testament to the delicate connection between human life and the natural rhythms of the Okavango. The leadership of the matriarch elephant is not simply a matter of survival instinct, but also a profound lesson in care and responsibility toward the animal community and nature. However, that magnificent natural landscape is now facing threats caused by climate change. Floods are becoming increasingly weaker, and an analysis forecasting for 2025 indicates that by 2050, the area of the Okavango wetlands will shrink by about 15%. If that becomes a reality, the waterwords that sustain life will dry up, threatening to devastate the livelihoods of countless species living here. Without these waterways, elephants, rhinos, and many other species will face an unprecedented, dangerously dry future. As the sun began to set, the rhinoceros paused gently, breathing steadily in the cool air. The herd of elephants rested beneath the sprawling acacia trees, their massive bodies blending into the shadows of the late afternoon. Their lives are like the heartbeat of the entire wetland, the pulse of a complex and vibrant ecosystem, reminding us of the shared value of nature's abundance, a precious asset that all species must work together to protect and preserve. The intelligence and wisdom of nature have always been an endless source of inspiration, powerfully conveying the message of human responsibility toward our planet. Learning when to give and when to hold back is an essential lesson we must remember. The creatures of the Okavango Delta teach us that true prosperity doesn't come from exploiting resources to the fullest, but from nurturing the land and sharing the gifts it provides. In a world that often seems dominated by excess, the Okavango Delta stands as a vivid testament to the power of restraint. Here, life does not thrive through excessive consumption, but through a delicate balance, one that we must strive to preserve. As the floodwaters continue to flow, they carry with them the hope that we too can learn to coexist with the same wisdom and care, so that the blessings of the earth may endure for generations to come. Can life truly thrive if we learn how to practice moderation? Have you ever wondered, if nature knows contentment, why do we keep chasing after the limitless? Perhaps what's needed isn't another warning, but rather a moment to pause and listen to the world around us. And if you're looking for a reason to get started, let Nature Moment be the place where your awakening begins. The heart of Africa, the Congo River Basin cradles a world where abundance whispers through the leaves of ancient trees. The world's second-largest tropical rainforest is teeming with life, especially during the rainy season, when a lush green canopy blends seamlessly with the misty air. The richness of the forest is a fragile gift, sustained by creatures that take only what they need. Kingfishers and gorillas are inhabitants of that lush land, embodying the wisdom of abundance. Their lives are a testament to the balance between sufficiency and excess in a thriving natural environment. Along a clear stream, a kingfisher is preening its feathers, its cobalt blue plumage standing out against the sparkling water. With eyes as shiny as polished stones, it watched the stream, then dove down to catch a single fish before returning to its branch. The kingfisher's hunting is always precise and never depletes aquatic resources. They help regulate fish populations, ensuring that aquatic ecosystems remain balanced and healthy. Taking just one fish instead of the whole school reflects the harmonious rhythm of the forest, where every species plays an essential role in preserving the integrity of the ecosystem. Deeper in the forest, a family of gorillas moves gracefully through the vegetation beneath the canopy. A dominant male, known as a silverback, stands firm as the steady pillar of the entire group. The nimble child quickly climbed onto a low branch and skillfully picked a ripe fruit with their hands. The gorillas eat gently, picking only what they need from the abundance of the treetops. Their search for food also helps disperse seeds, promoting the growth of new plants and thereby maintaining biodiversity in the rainforest. Seeds dispersed by gorillas account for up to 30% of the tree species in the Congo Basin, helping to weave a vibrant future for the forest. However, that abundance is teetering on a fragile edge. The Congo rainforest is facing alarming threats, with logging destroying more than 1.24 million acres each year, cutting down the trees that shelter gorillas and kingfishers. Mining activities damage the land and poison streams that once crystal clear. Without strong intervention, nature's vibrant symphony will gradually fade away, leading to the decline of thousands of lives that depend on the forest for survival. This is a profound reminder of our responsibility to preserve and respect the balance that has been delicately shaped over millions of years. The Congo rainforest, once a thriving land teeming with diverse life, is now gradually experiencing the effects of severe climate change. It is projected that by 2040, rainfall will decrease by 10%, threatening the vibrant lifeblood of the forest. The powerful silverback gorilla family is facing a shrinking world, while the kingfisher is also weary under the strain, as the once clearer stream is now clouded with silt from nearby mining operations. However, there are still rays of hope. Community patrol teams in Congo, supported by global conservation organizations, have worked to protect more than 91,700 acres of forest since 2023. Reforestation initiatives with 10,000 trees in 2024 are gradually restoring the forest canopy, weaving a green mantle over the heart of the jungle. Those efforts are like an echo of the caution that the forest creatures are showing, proving that abundance can exist as long as humans know how to live in harmony and respect the limits set by nature. When night falls over the Congo forest, kingfishers take flight, their wings beating as shimmering light flickers, a brief dance in the misty twilight. Below, the silverback gorilla patiently settles his family beneath the towering ironwood trees, his breath blending with the gentle murmurs of the forest. Their fragile yet resilient lives remind us that abundance is not a matter of chance, but rather a delicate balance created by species that know how to exercise restraint. From wildebeests allowing the grasslands to regenerate, to elephants sharing water sources with other animals. The kingfisher and the gorilla teach us an important lesson. Tread lightly on this earth, and do not disrupt the harmony of nature. Can we protect that rainforest and preserve its richness for generations to come? In Congo, love and the understanding of enough are like a delicate melody, calling on each of us to join in harmony to preserve it. Stretching across Africa, the season of abundance is like a sacred promise, a testament to the enduring vitality of nature. From the golden grasslands of the Serengeti to the shimmering Okavango Delta and the misty forests of the Congo, wildlife has woven a story of balance, a truth we have almost forgotten. To achieve sustainable growth, we must understand what it means to have enough. This wildlife documentary follows their journey, revealing profound wisdom to guide us forward. Remember the wildebeest with their legendary migration? They sing a silent song of moderation. By gently grazing, they protect the Serengeti grasslands and ensure a steady food supply for a wide range of other species. That millennia-long journey proves that true prosperity is only sustainable when it is built on sharing and caring for one another. It's not just about survival out of necessity, but about striking a delicate balance between taking just enough to sustain ourselves and leaving behind what allows the land to recover. The journey of the wildebeest is a vivid lesson that the value of life is not measured by what we take, but by what we leave behind for the future. At Okavango, elephants also demonstrate similar intelligence. Those gentle giants create natural canals, sharing water with all living creatures, both big and small. At the front of the herd, the old female elephant, the matriarch who leads the entire group, demonstrates compassionate leadership, imparting valuable lessons about sharing and harmony in the wild. The herd of animals moves gracefully, ensuring that the floodwaters don't inundate the land, but instead help nourish it. The act of giving more than receiving is a testament to the enduring power of restraint, a valuable lesson from nature that we often overlook. Rhinos, with their careful steps, meticulously graze on low shrubs, not only feeding themselves, but also creating conditions for grass to regrow, supporting other herbivores in the ecosystem. This skillful pattern is like a living sculpture on the prairie, not depleting, but supporting life to thrive sustainably. No less sophisticated, the cheetah hunts swiftly and decisively. Its pursuit isn't just driven by hunger, but also by the responsibility of providing for its young cubs. They hunt just enough, leaving the rest so that the herd can continue to live and thrive. The finesse in that restraint is the key to maintaining balance between predator and prey, ensuring that the ecological cycle remains intact. Even farther away, in the Congo rainforest, clever kingfishers carefully pick out individual fish from the streams, while gorillas scatter seeds to help regenerate the forest. Every action, whether big or small, reflects a shared belief. Take only what you need to survive, and leave enough for nature to recover. This is not simply a survival instinct, but a flawless ecological plan, a strategy for long-term existence. In contrast to human tendencies toward wastefulness, African wildlife lives strictly within the limits set by nature. Their restraint serves as a profound reminder of the balance that is needed. Yet, their world is gradually falling apart. The migration routes of species in the Serengeti have become increasingly restricted as urbanization spreads, resulting in a loss of nearly 20% of their habitat in just a decade. Floods in the Okavango region have also decreased significantly due to increasingly severe climate change, while the Congo rainforest loses hundreds of thousands of acres each year to illegal logging, posing a direct threat to species such as gorillas and kingfishers. These losses are not limited to individual regions, but spread globally, weakening the entire global ecosystem. A 2025 study warns that the decline of tropical rainforests could release as much carbon as the total global emissions over an entire decade, accelerating the climate crisis. However, wildlife is not just a wake-up call. It is also a powerful source of inspiration that drives action. Their restraint teaches us that true abundance and lasting prosperity can only be achieved when we know how to stop at the right time. Imagine a world where people learn to emulate this balance, consuming less, sharing more, and protecting what remains. The Serengeti teaches us the importance of treading lightly across the grasslands. The Okavango encourages us to care for our shared resources. And the Congo reminds us to cherish and protect what cannot be replaced. This wildlife documentary is not just a record of nature's grace, but also a mirror reflecting our own choices, urging us to redefine the meaning of wealth, not as possession, but as preservation. Hope is being kindled from the heart of Africa, where the lesson of having just enough is sparking a wave of change. Across this continent, people are responding to nature, proving that we are more capable than ever of respecting the balance established by wildlife. In Tanzania, since 2024, more than 30,000 acres of land adjacent to the Serengeti have been designated as an ecological corridor to facilitate the migration of wildebeest herds. According to the African Wildlife Foundation, these very efforts are living proof of the spirit of cooperation and a deep understanding that sustainable living requires harmony, not reckless exploitation. That journey of conservation is also a journey to protect our own future, the future of those of us who have learned and will continue to learn from the wild inhabitants of our planet. In Botswana, trusted communities managing a vast area of 3,088 square miles of the Okavango ecosystem have made remarkable progress, achieving a 10% increase in the elephant population since 2021. This is not just a number, it's a symbol of the incredible vitality of nature when it's properly protected. Meanwhile, in Congo, 49,500 acres of tropical forest have been designated as strict nature reserves, a valuable achievement overseen by the Guerrilla Forest Watch organization, creating a safe haven for pristine, untouched forests. Although these victories may seem minor compared to the enormous challenges of land development and deforestation, they clearly demonstrate the power of responsible restraint and conservation. Each of us also holds the power to amplify those positive changes. Support organizations like the African Wildlife Conservation Fund, which invests in community-based conservation projects across Africa. At the same time, reduce your own environmental footprint by cutting back on single-use plastics. These items block the flow of water, especially in major rivers like the Nile. You can also choose more sustainable products to reduce the pressure on our precious forests. Sharing this story is a way to spread the lessons we can learn from wild animals like wildebeests, cheetahs, and gorillas. A 2024 survey showed that 70% of people who watched wildlife documentaries were deeply moved, and, as a result, they began taking action for nature. This shows that genuine, heartfelt stories are the most powerful catalysts for change. Like a herd of elephants quietly forging a path to bring water through the barren land, spreading life to all creatures. Like the decisive dive of a kingfish, maintaining ecological balance in every stream. Every connection has meaning, and so does your choice. At Nature Moment, we believe that every moment you spend in nature can be a source of inspiration. If you feel moved, if the story you just watched made you think, please hit like, share the video with others who care, and subscribe to our channel to join us on our journey to spread awareness about conservation. Nature needs a voice, and you are an important part of it. It's not about exploiting, but about nurturing. That's the true definition of wealth. Are you ready to embrace and spread the spirit of living simply for the sake of nature? If you agree, leave a heart in the comments. This is not just a land, it is a vivid symbol of the harshness and pride that nature has uniquely bestowed upon Africa. In Tanzania, a captivating wilderness paradise where fiery red horizons blend with the echoing roars across the vast Savannah. This is a kingdom of survival, where every living being must pay the price to exist for just one more day under the blazing sun. Here, the heat not only scorches the skin, but also forges fierce battles between the living and the fallen. Amid the thick dust, every chase and every fierce attack unfolded relentlessly, where even a moment of hesitation was enough to bring everything to an end. The screeching sound tore through the air, dust billowing into a thick haze, and each strike was a perfect blend of desperation and pure survival instinct. Every battle here is not just about satisfying hunger, but also about proving who truly deserves to survive in this blazing land. Before embarking on the journey to explore Tanzania's magnificent Symphony of Survival, don't forget to leave us a comment letting us know where you're following from. Your connection is the motivation that drives us to keep sharing this wild beauty. And now get ready, because the upcoming footage will take you straight into the heart of the Serengeti, where only the strong can continue writing their story. The scorching sun continued to blaze down over the Serengeti, while dry winds swept up golden dust that blanketed the vast, barren grasslands, stretching as far as the eye could see. The Tanzania River is gradually drying up, leaving behind only cracked pools of water on the bright red earth. Life continues to flow relentlessly, but it's clear that nature is undergoing a transformation. The herds of wildebeests and zebras kept moving forward relentlessly, striving to find every last patch of fresh green grass. Yet, their journey was fraught with countless lurking dangers. When night falls, the sharp eyes of the lion pride silently hunt, tracking every movement of their prey. Not far away, a leopard dashed out like a lightning bolt, with only a few seconds deciding the matter of life and death. High above, a flock of vultures circled, waiting for whatever remained after the fierce battle for survival. During the Great Migration season, Tanzania becomes a magnificent stage where the lions, the kings of the jungle, take center stage. As the main directors of the circle of life, without them, the massive migrating herds could completely destroy the vegetation, disrupting a natural balance that has existed for thousands of years. However, currently, there are fewer than 3,000 lions left ruling this land, a dangerously low number that signals a struggling existence due to human destruction. The expansion of residential areas is pushing the kings of the prairie to the brink of extinction. What would you think if the top predator in the food chain had to fight every day just to survive? Can this survival cycle continue when even the predators have become the prey? The wild heart of Africa, where ancient stories of life and resilience still echo with every warm breeze. Tanzania stretches out like a magnificent and vibrant natural masterpiece. This place is not only a testament to the resilient power of nature, but also a profound reminder of our responsibility to preserve and protect this precious biodiversity. So, what will you do to help protect these natural treasures? Let's continue exploring the captivating and inspiring stories from the wilds of Tanzania together. Located in East Africa, Tanzania is not just a country, but also a biological treasure trove, with exceptional biodiversity and a unique geographical position. From the tranquil coastline lined with white sandy beaches along the Indian Ocean to the towering mountains and vast plateaus in the west, This country spans an area of approximately 365,000 square miles, making it the third largest country in Africa and the third largest in the world by land area. Tanzania shares borders with 8 countries. To the north are Kenya and Uganda. To the west are Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And to the south are Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique. To the east, this country boasts a coastline approximately 1,420 miles long that embraces the Indian Ocean, where the vibrant coral reefs of Zanzibar and the lush mangrove forests create a rich and diverse marine ecosystem. Tanzania not only boasts stunning landscapes, but also has an incredibly unique geological history that spans millions of years. Located on the land of the Great Rift Valley, a massive fault line stretching over 4,000 miles from Lebanon to Mozambique, Tanzania is the convergence point of the eastern and western branches of the rift. The movement of the tectonic plates here has created incredible natural wonders that are hard to believe. Did you know that Lake Tanganyika, the world's deepest freshwater lake with a depth of over 4,820 feet, is like a giant mirror reflecting the heart of our planet? Lake Tanganyika is not only a deep body of water, but also a living library, preserving ancient sediment layers millions of years old, serving as a time window into the mysterious past of the Earth. Continuing the exploration, the vast Serengeti Plains, stretching over 11,583 square miles, formed over millions of years through erosion and sediment accumulation, are the site of the planet's largest annual migration. To the south, the Eastern Arc mountain range is covered by lush tropical rainforests, rich in biodiversity, often called the Galapagos of Africa. A powerful testament to the role of geology in shaping a unique ecosystem. But Tanzania is not just a story about a geological journey, it is also an ancient film, capturing every scene of human evolution spanning millions of years. Can you envision the valuable lessons that each evolutionary step and important archaeological discovery has brought to humanity? That is the vibrant vitality and close bond between nature and people that Tanzania wants to convey. Let's continue exploring the next mysteries of this magical land, where every corner holds its own story, as nature and history blend together to create an unforgettable, vivid masterpiece. Located deep within the vast Rift Valley, the area known as La Garganta de Olduvai is where the oldest traces of human ancestors have been discovered. Did Did you know that between 2.1 and 1.5 million years ago, Homo habilis, standing only about 3.6 to 3.9 feet tall and weighing around 70 pounds, once took its first steps on this land? Stone tools buried within geological layers over 2.5 million years old not only prove that creativity emerged very early, but also mark a turning point in the journey of human intellectual development. Have you ever wondered if those primitive tools were not only used for hunting and survival, but also reflected something about the consciousness and thinking abilities of our ancestors? The latest research, published in 2023 by the Society for Paleoanthropology, has confirmed that these stone tools are the most authentic evidence that Homo habilis used tools to prepare food and enhance their chances of survival. And that's not all. Not far from there, in the Laterly region, the footprints of Australopithecus afarensis, an ancient ancestor species, were imprinted in volcanic ash from 3.6 million years ago. Those footprints not only confirm bipedal walking, but also mark a pivotal milestone in our remarkable evolution. Can you even imagine it? That very way of moving paved the way for an era of flexibility and agility on two legs, a unique trait of humans that we still take pride in today. Thanks to the most advanced 3D analyses conducted by the Smithsonian Institution in 2023, we can gain an even deeper understanding of this mode of movement, a breakthrough that marked a turning point leading to a significant leap forward in the evolutionary process. Tanzania is not only a land of ancient fossils, but also a vibrant tapestry that tells the story of human interaction with nature, from prehistoric times to the present. At sites like the Kondoa Rock Art Sites, recognized by UNESCO, cave paintings dating back 2,000 to 3,000 years vividly depict rituals, daily life, and spiritual beliefs. The amazing thing is that they were painted using natural mineral pigments, showcasing the creativity and symbolic expression of ancient cultures. Have you ever stopped to think that those drawings are not just pictures, but living records of the social and spiritual lives of our ancestors? And as history took another step forward, Tanzania also became a bustling commercial hub during the Swahili culture period along the East African coast. The ancient city of Kilwa Kisiwani, with its palaces and mosques built from coral stone, was an important trading hub connecting Africa with the Arab world, Persia, and India. In the 14th century, the explorer Ibn Battuta praised Kilwa as the most beautiful and prosperous city in the world. Can you imagine? It was right here that coins minted in Kilwa were found as far away as Australia and China, proving the extensive trading power that transcended all geographical boundaries. The vibrant and mysterious stories from the land of Tanzania are not only historical lessons, but also a source of inspiration for us to understand the long journey of humanity on Earth. The greatest story of Tanzania is woven through its endless savanna plains. The vast plains of the Serengeti stretch out like an endless green carpet, where the largest creatures in the world continuously fight and survive. Amidst the vast wilderness, more than 22 national reserves such as Serengeti, Ruaha, and Tarangire shine like precious gems, each reflecting a vivid and unique portrait of wildlife. Tanzania is one of the most important biodiversity hotspots on the planet, home to over 430 mammal species. This is truly remarkable when compared to the United States, a country with a land area many times larger, yet its number of mammal species is only slightly higher. In that vast ecosystem, it's not only mammals that draw attention. Reptiles also hold a significant place, with 335 species living everywhere from arid grasslands to humid tropical rainforests. Even more notably, Tanzania is a bird lover's paradise, home to over 1,100 species, including 11 species found nowhere else in the world, creating a unique and unmistakable identity. And did you know, this country is not only famous for its national parks, but also committed to protecting nearly 38% of its land area as nature reserves? This is a powerful testament to the government's relentless efforts to preserve and protect this priceless natural treasure. What could be more remarkable when talking about Tanzania than the Selous Game Reserve, the largest wildlife reserve in Africa, along with the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, home to the world's largest volcanic caldera. These symbols not only attract tourists, but also tell the story of biodiversity and the close interconnection among species within the complex ecosystem. When talking about Tanzania, it's not just about the numbers, but a journey that tells the story of symbiotic relationships, where life is preserved through each natural cycle. This is one of the most wonderful gifts that nature has bestowed upon our planet. When the blazing golden sun begins to scorch the Serengeti plains, the dry season also starts to reveal itself. Lush green grasslands are turning barren, deciduous forests are gradually shedding their leaves, and rivers are steadily drying up, leaving behind small, precious pools of water that animals fiercely compete over to survive. It is a harsh survival battle that nature forces each species to adapt and evolve in order to survive. And it is precisely this harshness that fosters the strength and resilience of the local ecosystem. When the dry season blankets the Serengeti, the landscape truly transforms. From a vast sea of lush green grass into a parched, cracked canvas under the blazing sun. But even in that challenge, nature still teaches us a valuable lesson about perseverance and hope. Are you ready to join nature? Moment in exploring more untold stories about this amazing wildlife? Please continue to join us in discovering the wonders that Tanzania brings to the world. Under the blazing heat of the scorching sun, nestled within the strict protection of Serengeti National Park, the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, and the Maswa Game Reserve, a unique ecosystem in Tanzania pulses with the powerful heartbeat of the wild. The grasslands, spanning over 5,675 square miles and situated at elevations ranging from 3,020 to 6,070 feet, vividly demonstrate both the vitality and harshness of the natural world. When the dry season arrives from May to October, the landscape transforms from lush greenery into a scorching plateau, where the Grumeti and Mara rivers shrink to mere trickling streams winding through the earth. Over the past 50 years, rainfall has decreased by 10%, making the harshness of nature more severe than ever before. The temperature can soar up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, turning the ground into a blazing furnace, with every step feeling like walking on a cracked and parched sea of fire. Beneath the peaceful exterior of the dry season, the battle for survival quietly continues. Herds of antelope and zebras migrate together across these lands, searching for water and fresh green grass. Embarking on massive journeys, each step leaving a lasting mark of enduring life. Meanwhile, the lion, the king of the savannah, has to travel over 12 miles each day to hunt in an increasingly resource-scarce landscape. Not only do predators like lions and cheetahs hunt, but they also play a crucial role in regulating the populations of herbivores, preventing the overuse of grasslands. Scavengers like vultures serve as natural cleaners, helping to remove carcasses and prevent the spread of disease. This ecosystem functions like a finely tuned machine, where each species is an indispensable link in the chain of life. Under the towering acacia trees, which stand like giant umbrellas, giraffes, with heights reaching up to 20 feet, proudly stretch their long necks to pluck the tender leaves from the very tops of the tallest trees. The northern giraffe, Tanzania's national symbol, stands tall like living towers amidst the majestic savanna landscape. Imagine yourself standing in that scene, a world where nature is both harsh and magnificent, constantly in motion to sustain an unending cycle of life. In the vast grasslands of the Serengeti, northern giraffes gently nibble on each tender young leaf on the branches. An evolutionary journey spanning over 7 million years has transformed this animal from an ancient ancestor into a vibrant symbol of the wild. Its long neck, not due to an increased number of vertebrae, but because of an exceptionally rare elongation. This gave giraffes an extraordinary survival advantage in the harsh environment of the savannah, where food is always precious and hard to come by. Have you ever wondered how a long neck could become such a sharp survival weapon? The answer lies in the ability to access food sources that other species cannot reach. High up in the towering treetops, where untouched leaves remain, helping the northern giraffe overcome the test of time and become a symbol of relentless perseverance. In the Serengeti, their dispersal journey across the sun-drenched savannas and arid land continues, but the population has dwindled to approximately 35,000 individuals, according to the latest 2023 IUCN report. When the dry season arrives and water becomes scarce, acacia trees become a vital food source, especially as the ground vegetation layer is nearly depleted. Northern giraffes can eat more than 75 pounds of leaves each day, an extraordinary record on the savannah. The tongue, which can reach up to 18 inches long, not only helps them reach the highest branches, but is also covered with thick skin that protects against sharp, blade-like thorns, shielding the animal from injury while harvesting its favorite food. In the ever-changing natural world, the northern giraffe stands as a silent witness to the constant transformation of the earth and humanity. They are not only symbols of patience and adaptability, but also living proof of the strength to overcome adversity in the wild. That story has been told time and again under the blazing sun of the dry season in the Serengeti. A land where every leaf and every step carries a sacred meaning. And just when you think you're completely captivated by the graceful silhouette of the giraffe, look over at the warthogs, the resilient warriors of the savannah. Under the blazing sun, as each dry blade of grass crumbled like the cracked fingers of the earth and sky, these majestic creatures moved forward silently. A large, sturdy body covered with thick skin and sharp, curved tusks serves not only as a protective shield, but also as a symbol of remarkable adaptability in a challenging environment. The evolutionary journey has shaped them into master survivors of this vast prairie, not only because of their physical build, but also due to their intelligence and keen vigilance. The story of the giraffe and the warthog is not just a tale about life. It is a profound lesson for us about resilience, adaptability, and respect for nature, where every creature plays a part in preserving the wild essence of our precious blue planet. Surviving on the harsh African savannas, the warthog has undergone millions of years of evolution to adapt to a life of digging and constant movement. Their strong and sensitive snouts are not only tools for foraging, but also help them dig deep into the ground, tirelessly searching for precious underground water sources. Did you know that sharp tusks, up to 10 inches long, not only help warthogs dig easily, but also serve as weapons to protect them from dangerous predators? When the blazing dry season arrives, the streams run dry and the ground hardens like limestone. But the warthog never gives in. They use the incredible strength of their snouts to dig up roots and water-storing tubers underground, creating small holes that not only provide water, but also become a vital resource for many other species within the ecosystem. Have you ever heard the term prairie land engineer? That is how people refer to the warthog, those tireless creatures that help restore their habitat through their diligent digging activities. Although it may look rough and rugged, the warthog actually leads a highly organized lifestyle. They usually live in small groups called sounders, moving together to search for food and protect each other from danger. When faced with a threat, instead of recklessly fighting, they can flee at speeds of up to 30th, raising their tails like a warning flag to alert the entire group. But if cornered, the warthog's strong front legs can brace itself and push back predators like lions or jaguars. The life journey of the warthog is the story of the tireless farmers of the savannah. Each time they dig into the soil, they not only soften the hard, dry earth, but also create favorable conditions for vegetation to regenerate after the rainy season. Seeds from the foods they consume are scattered across the ground, sprouting new plants. The holes they dig are not merely marks of a survival battle. They also serve as gateways to life for countless other species. Amid the parched fields of the Serengeti, where the ground cracks like sunburned old skin, the impala antelope appears like a lively, graceful melody in the harshness of nature. Soft fur, slender yet resilient legs as if forged from steel, and always watchful eyes, all reflect their exceptional survival instinct. Impala are not only artists of the wild, but also symbols of grace and agility, gliding effortlessly across the challenging grasslands. Let's continue exploring the extraordinary journey of the wild inhabitants of this land, where every creature not only fights to survive, but also contributes to the delicate balance of the wilderness. We will gain a deeper understanding of how resilience, intelligence, and instinct intertwine to create the most diverse and vibrant ecosystem on the planet. On the vast grasslands of Africa, the impala shines with remarkable speed and an elegant beauty that few other animals can match. To survive in harsh environments, they have developed an incredible speed, reaching up to 60 miles per hour during intense chases. But just running fast isn't enough. This species can also jump as far as 33 feet and as high as 10 feet in a single leap, allowing them to easily overcome any obstacles. He is truly a natural-born athlete of the prairie, an artist of adaptation. They not only live on vast open grasslands where they can run at their fastest speeds, but also choose to reside in dense forested areas to avoid the intense sunlight of the tropical desert region. When the dry season arrives, the grass withers and water becomes more precious than gold. Impala switch to eating leaves and shrubs, a behavior that is very rare among specialized herbivores. Another secret that increases the impala's chances of survival is its herd behavior. When groups can number as many as 100 individuals, this connection not only protects them from predators, but also helps them detect danger more quickly. In that complex society, the strongest males maintain their territory during the breeding season and continuously fight to assert their mating rights. However, the life of the impala is not just about avoiding death. They are a crucial link in the Serengeti ecosystem, serving as the primary food source for lions, cheetahs, and leopards. Not only that, through eating and digesting plants, they also help spread seeds across the prairie. maintaining biodiversity and regenerating the natural landscape. And when the dry season brings extreme harshness, across the parched grasslands of the Serengeti, the cheetah, the master predator of Africa, moves silently like a ghost. No need to boast. Every step it takes and its piercing gaze are clear proof of its masterful hunting skills. But only when it accelerates like a lightning bolt, sweeping along a rush of excitement and a cloud of swirling dust, do we truly feel its extraordinary power. Unlike other big cats, the cheetah relies not on strength, but on incredible speed and agility. Can you imagine any animal on Earth that can concentrate energy and react so quickly as to reach record-breaking speeds in an instant? Let's dive deeper into the lives of these natural athletes in the upcoming sections. Do you know what makes the cheetah, the speed king of the African savanna, so uniquely captivating? Unlike the lion, whose roar shakes the very ground, or the leopard with its powerful, muscular build, the cheetah chooses a different path: absolute speed. This is a masterpiece of creativity, where nature has meticulously crafted a perfect mechanism, not relying on muscular strength or grandeur, but on extraordinary ability in every stride. The cheetah is a vivid testament to the undeniable perfection that nature has miraculously arranged. He sacrificed his large muscular physique to become the fastest creature on land, light and agile at only about 125 pounds. Every part of a cheetah's body is optimized for speed, from its flexible spine, which acts like a spring to increase stride length, to its long, powerful tail that provides excellent balance when making sharp turns, much like a ship's rudder. They all blend together into a perfect harmony of speed and precision. It is the sharp eyes of the cheetah that serve as its golden weapon, enabling it to spot prey from as far as 3 miles away during dry spells, when the scorching sun makes the savanna appear cracked and parched. A brilliant strategy that not only saves energy, but also takes advantage of the harsh environment. Cheetahs often hunt agile prey such as gazelles, impalas, or even young buffalo, an intelligent choice that matches their sprinting abilities. But can you imagine, before diving into the frantic chase, the cheetah must patiently spend hours hiding in the shade, weaving through low bushes, and using every nook and cranny of the terrain to avoid being detected by its prey. It didn't start moving immediately, but waited, closing the distance to less than 60 feet, preparing for an explosive burst of power. And then, in just 3 seconds, the cheetah burst forward like an arrow, reaching a staggering speed of 70 miles per hour, faster than any other land animal. With agile legs and sharp eyes, tracking every movement of its prey, the cheetah moves like a graceful dancer through the challenging wilderness. As it approached, It used its front legs to knock the victim down, then bit firmly into the neck, cutting off blood flow to the brain and swiftly ending all attempts at resistance. But the battle didn't stop there. The cheetah has only a few precious minutes to enjoy its kill before other big players, like hyenas or lions, show up and take its hard-earned prize. That's why they have to eat quickly or drag their prey to a safe place, a whole other thrilling race, right? Through the story about the cheetah, can you recognize a profound lesson about nature? It's a delicate balance of strength, endurance, and strategy, combined with a body perfectly tailored for a single purpose: speed. What do you think about this animal's ability to constantly adapt and be creative? And do you want to witness the performance of the Lord of Speed in the wild forest firsthand? Please share your thoughts below, as Nature Moment always wants to hear your perspective on the majestic beauty and the quiet lessons from the natural world. The grandeur of nature always leaves us amazed and deeply appreciative, doesn't it? In the harsh wilderness, the agility of the cheetah not only enables it to hunt effectively, but also serves as the optimal survival strategy in the fierce struggle for life. The ability to accelerate and turn extremely quickly helps them avoid dangers and intense competitive pressures from their natural environment. However, it's not just their hunting skills. The survival of cheetahs is facing many equally serious challenges. According to the 2023 report from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, the global population of cheetahs has dropped to approximately 6,700 individuals. A critical number that clearly indicates a serious risk of decline. The dense forests and grasslands of the Serengeti remain one of their last precious refuges. At the same time, habitat loss, fierce competition with other creatures, including humans, and a steadily decreasing food supply are making the future of this leopard species increasingly precarious. Under the scorching dry season sun of the Serengeti, the ancient granite rock formations, known as kopjes, stand out like steadfast fortresses of time. This is the territory of the leopard cat, a silent, patient, and remarkably precise predator. The unique patterned fur not only helps the leopard blend seamlessly into the rocky environment, but also serves as a top-notch camouflage cloak when it stalks its prey. From jagged rock surfaces to protruding ledges, the leopard maximizes the terrain to execute flawless ambushes. The evolutionary history of the leopard spans over 2 million years, enduring numerous changes in climate and habitat. From dense forests to vast grasslands, they can adapt and survive in remarkable ways. This makes the leopard cat one of the large cat species with the widest distribution range in the world. But in the Serengeti, the leopard is the master of ambush, using kopjes like secret watchtowers to track every fleeing movement of its prey with its sharp eyesight. When the dry season arrives and the grasslands begin to wither and water becomes scarce, the kopjes become not only shelters but also natural battleground. The leopard uses rocky terrain as an invisible armor, hiding from curious eyes and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. With their extraordinary climbing abilities, they can easily conquer high vantage points to observe without being detected. Their prey can be agile impala antelopes, cunning warthogs, or even a troop of clever baboon monkeys. Every move is carefully calculated by Hoa Mai before making a decisive strike. As soon as the opportunity arose, the leopard cat quietly emerged from the shadows of the kopjes, approaching its prey with the finesse of a thoughtful shadow. The distance was shortened to just 20 to 30 feet, then suddenly leapt with incredible power, tumbling and crushing the enemy. With its strong jaws and deadly bite, the leopard clamps down on its prey's neck, cutting off the blood flow and ending its life within seconds. Have you ever imagined the cold precision, yet undeniable artistry, in every hunt of the leopard on this magnificent land? This is a vivid portrait of the harsh and miraculous struggle for survival, where instinct and nature intertwine with every breath of the wild. Ending any resistance effort in just a few seconds, the leopard demonstrates incredible agility and hunting power. Their hunting success rate reaches up to 40%, an incredibly impressive figure in the world of wild predators. Have you ever wondered how an animal weighing on average only between 88 to 154 pounds can defeat prey much larger than itself? It is precisely the extraordinary muscular strength that enables the leopard to accomplish this. After catching their prey, they usually drag the carcass up to the treetops, a behavior not only to avoid drawing attention from hyenas or lions, but also to demonstrate the superior strength of this leopard species. Imagine prey, heavier than a leopard's own body weight, being hoisted high up into the branches. This demonstrates flexible muscles and enduring strength that not everyone can possess. But even as a masterful predator, the leopard still cannot avoid significant dangers from the environment and humans. According to the latest 2023 report from the IUCN, they have been classified as a vulnerable species. The loss of habitat due to population expansion and poaching is increasingly threatening their numbers. Even in renowned reserves like the Serengeti, where strict protection is enforced, harsh challenges continue to lurk at every step they take. During the harsh, dry season in the Serengeti, where hot winds blow dust clouds across the golden grass-covered plains, the lion takes on the role of the supreme king of this land. There is no crown to wear on their heads, but their strength and leadership abilities far exceed expectation. Do you know why lions are different from other big cats? Because they live in herds, a complex social structure that helps increase their chances of survival in harsh environments. When water and food run out, each hunt becomes a masterful tactical performance where speed and coordination make the difference between life and death in an instant. After more than 1.5 million years of evolution, the lion has become one of the most sophisticated and organized predators on the planet. Unlike other big cats that typically hunt alone, lions live in prides, ranging from 5 to more than 10 members, with the females taking on the primary role of hunting. The ability of team members to work seamlessly together is the key factor that helps them overcome the harsh challenges of the dry season. When facing prey head-on, the lion's enormous muscular strength, with an average weight ranging from 330 to 550 pounds, makes it a formidable predator. With a precise swipe and a fatal bite to the neck, a lion can quickly and decisively take down its prey. Have you ever wondered what makes lions stand out among the many other predators around the world? Could it be strength, or rather the skillfulness in hunting tactics and the unity within the pack that are the key factors keeping their kingdom alive through thousands of years? Let's continue exploring together on a journey to learn about the predators who are not only powerful but also incredibly intelligent in the wild. When the prey thinks it is safe, the challenge is not yet over. Opportunistic predators like hyenas are always lurking nearby, ready to steal the hunting spoils from the pride of lions. That is when the kings of the prairie must constantly protect their precious food while keeping the entire herd safe. They are not just top predators in the food chain, they also maintain ecological balance by regulating the populations of herbivores, preventing overpopulation that would severely damage vegetation. Not only that, the remaining parts of the prey become valuable food sources for scavengers like vultures and jackals, helping to complete the natural ecological cycle. The harsh, dry season in the Serengeti brings to life the image of herds of African buffalo standing like living fortresses across the parched grassland. Weighing between 880 and 1,980 pounds, Their muscular bodies demonstrate extraordinary strength and endurance in overcoming the challenges of nature. But in this harsh survival landscape, strength is not just about muscles. It is also about life strategies refined through millions of years of evolution. When water becomes more precious than gold and danger lurks every moment, the African buffalo not only fights to survive, but also plays a crucial role in shaping the vast ecosystem of the savannah. A herd can consist of dozens or even hundreds of individuals, and it is this close-knit bond that makes them one of the most formidable forces in nature. During the dry season, herds of antelope gather around the scarce water holes, where the line between life and death is measured in mere moments. Predators like lions fully understand this survival principle. They patiently stalk near water sources, waiting for the perfect moment to hunt when their prey is most vulnerable. But you will be amazed to see that the African buffalo is far from easy to tame. As soon as they detect danger, they immediately form a solid defensive wall. The adult animals line up in a row, their curved horns boldly pointing outward, closely guarding the weak and vulnerable young ones safely nestled in the center. The scene resembled an ancient fortress where every individual played a crucial role in ensuring the safety of the entire group. But even these sturdy living fortresses sometimes face danger, as the battle for survival between African buffalo and their natural enemies, especially powerful prides of lions, is constantly fierce and ongoing. Have you ever wondered who the ultimate winner is in this life or death confrontation? Will physical strength or survival intelligence prevail? This dramatic journey is filled with many mysteries and profound lessons about life and struggle that we have never stopped exploring. Lions, vivid symbols of extreme tension in the wild. Each of their attacks is not a sudden explosion, but the result of sharp patience. They hide in the shadows or behind low bushes, waiting for the perfect moment to launch a decisive leap at their prey. But you know, despite having such power, a lion's hunting success rate rarely exceeds 30%. Why is that? Because the herd of wild buffalo, fierce warriors, reacts lightning fast to attacks. They don't hesitate to use overwhelming strength to protect their lives. A powerful charge from a fully grown wild buffalo can send a young lion flying or cause serious injury. Although herbivores, African buffaloes also play a crucial role in the vast ecosystem of the Serengeti. It is truly remarkable that they serve as natural architects, regulating the growth of vegetation, preventing the overgrowth of grasslands, and thereby promoting a surge in biodiversity. Their droppings also enrich the soil, creating favorable conditions for new seedlings to sprout after sudden rain showers.